I designed the flags, 10 years ago, yes. Um, but on this field, um, we got the permits back in May and we had to plant it. The field is entirely sponsored and volunteers. There are no paid positions. So, and the entire New York community has come out to help with it.
Can you describe the process, like in terms of your idea for the flag?
Well, I thought that the individuals that died on 9/11 should never be relegated to numbers, but should always be remembered as individuals and somehow tied to the symbol of America. So we created the flag back in 2002, and to date we've distributed over 300,000 flags. So it's a way to memorialize those that died, so that even after 100 years from now, when we're gone, a child will take a flag out of a footlocker in an attic and begin to understand the human toll of 9/11.
And what is the idea, the symbol of a flag represent to you?
Um, well, if you take your time and read the flag and read the names, and you begin to understand that each one of those names was a person, and they had parents, and they had children, and they had friends, and they had wives and husbands. They're not just numbers; they were people, and hopefully, by having their name here on so many flags, it gives them maybe a sense of, not a sense, but people will remember them by name as the individuals they were.
Um, and why did you choose this location?
That was the closest location to Ground Zero that would hold this many flags, and we were fortunate that the city allowed us to put them here. And what we did is we just created a space. 3,000 people died in New York, and on the plains and in Washington, but 8 million New Yorkers lived through this, and they've had no place to go to collectively reflect on that day and share their stories. So we're hoping we've created a venue, a place where they can do that.
And how maybe the relationship to Ellis Island and the Statue of Liberty, how does that maybe play into this fact of this location?
It didn't. Sorry.
Okay.
It was the largest park closest to Ground Zero that we could fit 3,000 flags. I mean, the backdrop is incredible, with the Statue of Liberty and everything it stands for in the background of this display. The freedom, the America. The America to me is not a geographical location. Collectively, we are America. No matter where we are in the world, or in the planet, or in the in the heavens, collectively we are America. And these people, when they died, a piece of America died. And so to put them, if you look at the flag, if the names weren't on this flag, the flag would not exist. Just as if we did not exist, there would be no America. So it's a symbolism, but for me, it's very important symbolism.
As a person who's been in New York for a long time, do you ever worry about maybe the rest of the world, as time passes, them forgetting, or this day, or these days not being as emotionally relevant to them?
That's a curse and a blessing that man moves on. It's very difficult for the families, very, very difficult. But the rest of humanity moves on and heals. I don't think they will ever forget. I mean, this was the defining event in our lifetime. I mean, since 9/11, the world changed drastically. And it'll never go back to the same. I mean, everyone knows in the entire world where you were on 9/11. But the healing process, I think, is a good process for for people, for humanity.
A couple more quick ones. I work with kids, and it's strange where if you work with K to 8 kids, right now, if a child is less than 10 years old, they physically weren't born. Like this actually wasn't part of their actual life. What do you want to say to people that may, that in the future may visit this event and may actually not have been born before it happened? What would you want to say to them?
Live every day like it's your last, because you just never know. We're all so very close to the hereafter. Just spend each day being kind to one another.
And lastly, do you have anything that we haven't spoken about that you want to add?
No.
Thank you so much.